then you can lay claim to being one of the best in the world. James Harden is doing that.
He's an all-time great. They find Harris for the three, and it's through.
Between DeAndre Jordan and Joe Harris.
Deep position for Plumlee. He's fouled by James Harden.
Screen from Harris. Harden with a long gun. Off the rim. Jeremy Grant with a rebound for Brooklyn. They've had a couple of tough luck misses. Jeremy Grant fires. That's off the heel. 8:15 to play here in the first. Saddiq Bey for three. Off iron to James Harden. Jordan against Plumlee. And off to Harden. Lob to Jordan. Easy one-hand jam for DeAndre Jordan.
You extend that arm out defensively, he's gonna attack that arm. He's gonna go underneath.
And now on the second personal on Ellington. He's back at the line. Checking in for the Pistons. James Harden to the basket. Easy scoop and score for the Beard. Saban Lee at the stripe. Missed the free throw to James Harden. It won't fall. Stewart had a hand on it, but the Nets come up with it. They dish it deep to Blake Griffin. Tough catch and a score.
Or right there in the top five, I should say, in all the important offensive categories. Let's take a look. They're number 2 in points at 119 a game. They're number 1 in field goal percentage. Georgia as a team.
Detroit is being physical, but a lot of it is the assertiveness and the aggressiveness of trying to get downhill, trying to get inside.
Brooklyn with that 43-35 lead. Josh Jackson fires off iron. 6.5 to play in the half. Harden against Saddiq Bey. Harden turns the corner, got to the basket with ease, flipped it up and in. James Harden to the lane. Lifts it up, no. Hustle play pulls the Pistons to within 6. 4:40 till halftime. Harden rocks that dribble, guns for three, and it's through. Backs up against Ellington. Shot clock at 10. Pounds that dribble, gets to the basket, floats it up and in. 51-44 Brooklyn. James Harden pounds that thing, gets to the basket, blocked by Jeremy Grant, saved by Jordan. Shot clock almost out. The shot's off iron.
First jumper I've seen DeAndre Jordan take 5 years.
He had to. Nothing much left on the clock. To the basket. As we said earlier, hopefully it's a lesson learned for Isaiah. He's very physical, but there is a line you can't cross if you want to stay in the ball game.
Right.
Pair of free throws for Harden. Luau Cabarro with a rebound. Harden with the basketball, lobs it deep for Jordan.
He rimmed.
Reverse jam.
He ran to the rim.
10-point Brooklyn lead.
That's a big basket, because if you're the Pistons, you'd love to keep this below 10 going to the halftime locker room. That helps.
James Harden for three. In and out. Pistons catch a break. Harden gets it back. Clock at 11. Gets to the paint, gets to the rim, lays it up, lays it in. With 1.8 to play in the half. About 1 for 2. Harden has the basketball. Jeremy Grant backs up against Green. Jumper's on the way and off the iron to James. James Harden to the basket, rejected by Jeremy Grant. Saved by Saddiq Bey to Jeremy.
You know, seeing Rodney McGruder playing point guard for the Pistons reminds me of when Bruce Brown was pressed into action, had to play point guard for the Pistons last year.
Oh yeah, he had plenty of time at point guard and given some room from Plumlee. The hand back to Harden, runs up the lefty hook and hits it.
Well, if you're Mason Plumlee, you know what you're thinking about. I don't want to get this thing lobbed on me, so let me stay closer to my guy DeAndre Jordan.
Jordan hands to Harden. Down the lane, flips it up. No, tried to follow it up and lost it out of bounds. Jordan hands to Harden. Down the lane, flips it up. No, tried to follow it up and lost it out of bounds. Jordan hands to Harden. Down the lane, flips it up. No, tried to follow it up and lost it out of bounds. Rodney Magruder, the forecourt. Now it's a 65-61 game. Harden to the basket.
He's got the Pistons sort of in between right now.
Jeremy Grant bounces inside to Plumlee, gets it back, sideline gun, won't go. Rebound, James Harden. Harden stops on the wing, triple try, no. Rebound to Plumlee.
You would think the edge would go to Jordan.
He does tip it to James Harden. Jordan screens. Harden floats it up from in front, fills it up. Gets himself in just the right spot. An extra big man. Harden for the Nets. Down the lane. Shot swatted out of bounds by Magruder. They squeeze a little trap on him. Harden to the basket. Shot is short to Magruder. Quickly to Josh Jackson. Cross-court bounce to Josh Jackson. He will drive it. Got it swatted. Got it back. Turns, fires. It's in and out. Rebound Cook. No. Reset it to 5:07 instead of 5:06. And Brooklyn wins. James Harden has 23 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. James Harden with a shot, no. Tap DeAndre Jordan, no. Comes along to Harris. Saban lead of forecourt. Josh Jackson with a quick shot, no. Blake Griffin back in the ball game. Here's a steal by Josh Jackson. Lobs it. Nice throw down. Excellent finish. At the line, James Harden. Enjoy your time off, Frank, and hit him straight.
I guess Frank recognized talent, huh?
That was nice of him. Had an open mind for a kid who just did a high school game. 3-point game. James Harden lost the handle. Jackson to Jeremy Grant. Jeremy up for the shot. 3-point game. James Harden lost the handle. Jackson to Jeremy Grant. Jeremy up for the shot. Waru Cabarro in the ball game. Got it from Harden, gave it back. Harden to the basket. Missed it. Tap won't go. Off the deck to Harden. He lost it though.
Harden working on Jackson. Step back. Can't hit from 3. Rebound Diallo.
Nice numbers from Joe Abramson.
That tells you they're playing solid defense. They're getting back. They're making Brooklyn.
Couple of automatic free throws. Harris checks in for Claxton for Brooklyn. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Harden with a long gun. It goes with 0.5 of a second to play in the third.
Not happening out there for him tonight.
James Harden against Diallo. Topside Blake Griffin for a long gun that goes. Blake Griffin's having a night. Oh yeah. Here's James Harden for 3. It's through, and he has drawn a foul.
You know he's not the focal part of their offense, and averaging just 5 points for the net. I mean, it's 15 on the scoreboard, but it feels almost like it's
feels like
25-point game. Yeah.
Whistle after the Piston miss. He's averaged a near triple-double since he was dealt to Brooklyn. Here's the top side long gun for Harden that goes. Sadiq Bey off to Corey Joseph. Joseph working the baseline. In front for Frank Jackson. Missed the shot but drew the foul. Nets have it in Harden's hands. Topside gunning is Tyler Johnson, and it goes.
Oh, that to James Harden. You know, it's the
Sure enough is.
definitely more than two.
Here's James Harden. Nice lob to Blake Griffin, who looks at the Piston bench.
That's the second dunk.
Goes behind the back to Harden with it. Shot clock at 4. Harden for 3. Short. Harden with a drive. Lobbed it to Claxton, who couldn't hit it, but Harden follows and fills it up. Harden with a drive. Lobbed it to Claxton, who couldn't hit it, but Harden follows and fills it up.
He's been able to guard him when he drives it as well.
Harden backs into Jackson, who lost his balance, and Harden flips it up and in to make it 106-102. All right, fellas. Corey Joseph missed the second free throw, so it's still a 3-point Brooklyn lead. Tried to save it, but the Nets have it. Tyler Johnson to Harden. Harden with the drive. Hits the deck, doesn't get a call. Jeremy Grant, Frank Jackson, now Sadiq Bey. Harden is scrambled back. Bey gets by him, gets to the rim, lays it up, lays it in. Count that baby, and a foul. By the way, Harden's playing with 5 fouls, Gregory. Can they win this game without him?
I don't think so.
He will drive it, flip it up, and fill it up, and he draws the foul. Yeah, he can cross you up.
He's really the only one right now doing damage offensively for the Nets.
And only a 3-point lead. Harden for 3. Rebound to Plumlee. Mason gets 1 for 2. They're down 3. Harden with a long 3, won't go through. Plumlee with a rebound. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, and Plumlee is fouled. They're down 3. Harden with a long 3, won't go through. Plumlee with a rebound. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, and Plumlee is fouled.